Alright, how we doing this morning? Man, there's a lot of different articles as what's going on in this day and time. And I said this before. I said this yesterday that there's certain stuff that stands out that I probably could make videos on based on maybe my life experience or people that I've known that went through stuff like this about what I'm about to tell you guys. But this article happened in Cedar Rapids, Iowa, and I forgot the boy's name, but he's a 20-year-old boy that murked his whole family, his dad, his mother, and his 19-year-old sister, because his father told him how to get a job. Okay, there was time for him to man up and go to work and help out around the house. All right, man, that is cold right there. But this is not the first time. This happened, about a year and a half ago. Similar incidents. I've seen an incident like this on what is it? I used to watch it all the time, Forensic Files, where it was an 18-year-old boy, a 17-year-old that killed his father over some life insurance. I wouldn't be surprised if it was somewhat of a angle into that or whatever, maybe over his life insurance or over what he has. That's this boy and his father. Okay, and sometimes it's deeper than what the news may put out. Okay, people killing each other over stimulus. All right, I know you guys heard about that. Yeah, so this happened 15 June. I believe it happened like in the morning. Okay, where the police was called out there to that house, and just found pretty much the whole family dead. Okay, or his father had died. He had suffered a wound. The police was responding to a call. The boy himself ended up having to get shot in the foot. Okay, and he was treated in the hospital and then arrested on the spot. All right, but I think the way that he set this up, and actually, no, they say he's alleged, but he's the one that did it, no doubt. They're gonna find him guilty. He tried to make it look like it was like a break-in or like a robbery or whatever. Okay, but nothing was stolen. How could it be a robbery then in that case? All right. So you can tell it was a family situation over a very, very personal matter. Okay. Now, this doesn't just happen with the younger generation. I've seen this happen with older people. All right. Maybe with, I don't know, in some situations, if they have like younger kids in the family, or some children if they were spoiled. Okay. So that can happen with older and younger people. Right, just depending on how you were raised, and I don't know what people done for you when you were coming up. But you have some people just walk around here with some type of sense of entitlement. Okay, well, I'm the youngest, so I did this or I did that, and somebody owes me something. I don't think nobody owes nobody anything. Nobody owes me anything. Nobody owes you anything. Nobody owes that boy anything. Okay, and there's got to be a time where parents are not going to keep trying to provide support for their children. I mean, you just imagine 40 years old or whatever, living with your mom, trifling. All right, now there could be some exceptions to the rules, y'all. I know times are hard when people get laid off. Sometimes people split up from relationships and all that stuff, and hey, you may have to come back home for a little bit, regroup, get back out there. All right, I know it's times are hard. So if that applies to you, let's say, for instance, you lost your job because of this COVID and you had to move back home. This message is not for you, okay? I'm talking about situations like this, where this young boy probably felt like entitled, or maybe he just felt like he could try to buck his father, or felt like that he didn't want to leave, okay? But sooner or later, you gonna get out, all right? Sooner or later, a person, I'm just saying, generally speaking, a person is going to have to stand up on his own 2 feet. You know, that's the way I see it. But they are, this is the courts in Cedar Rapids, all right? Prosecutor, they want to fry his ass. They want to give capital punishment, but it's my understanding they stopped capital punishment in the state of Iowa in the mid-60s. So they cannot do, you know, they cannot execute this boy. Rather, he's probably going to do life in prison, all right? He's going to be in there for a long time, all right? Maybe he may, I don't know, being that he's 20 years old, they might grant him clemency at what, 70 years old, all right? But, and his 19-year-old sister, what about her? Her whole life was ahead of her, and she ended up getting gunned down, okay, because this guy's selfishness, all right? This is a selfish bastard, all right? And God forgive me for saying that, but it is what it is, all right? So remember, I believe it's Mark 8. Those who disrespect their mom and dad, the punishment is death. All right, so that's what happens right there. So the dude's looking at some major time. I'm thinking he's gonna be in there at least a good 50 years. All right, so he can reflect on, you know, his dumb decision that he's done. And I'll say like this. You know, like, yeah, we get upset, and we, every now and then there can be some disagreements, so sometimes those disagreements may escalate. But when there's guns, and yeah, there was a 22, I guess, rifle that was not registered to that house or to the father or to the son that was involved in it, and you pull a trigger, you pull that trigger and kill somebody or hurt somebody real bad, all right, based on emotions, if you that pissed off, you know, sometimes you don't realize what you did until you pull that trigger, and by then, it's too late. So that's just something to stimulate thought for the day, all right? You know, try to help out any which way you can. Around the house, that's if, you know, you find yourself of age and you're privileged, you get to stay, you know, at home and all that, all right, to take care of the house. I don't want to keep going over the same thing over and over again. I got to go on and make some deliveries here, get my day going. Subscribe, leave your comments, shares, likes, and let me know what you think about this situation. And stay tuned for more videos. Check out some of my older videos. And I want to thank you guys. I have a lot of new subscribers. I think I'm up to about 100 now subscribers. And I want to thank you guys for subscribing and listening to me. I hope that these messages stimulate thought, and you can get some type of edification for it, and it can influence your lives and your family in some kind of way. Again, thanks for listening, ladies and gentlemen.